Have you ever been wandering through your local children's library and happened upon a tale or a book series called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Alvin Schwartz has been terrifying children for the past several years. More than that, but just bear with me here. With his collective folklore that was retold in a series of books called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, with their very detailed drawings by this man. I decided I'm going to try to recreate one of his drawings, but with a little twist. I'm going to be taking a modern story, which I found online, which is one of the most popular online stories ever. If you've been on any social media site, you have definitely seen this story before. There's no doubt about it. But I'm going to be taking that story and recreating his drawings through the story, if that makes any sense. I'm trying here. So the story I chose is, I'm not sure the name of it. It's been retold so many times online. It's kind of crazy, but it's the clown statue story, if you know what I'm talking about, which you should. But if you don't know, I'm going to be telling this story as I show myself drawing. Okay, I found this one version online, and I'm going to read it. I just heard something. I'm going to read it because it looks the longest, so I could use up more time in the video. Oh, this is going to be awful. I hate reading. Okay. A few years ago, there was a wealthy couple who had 2 young children, a boy and a girl. The family lived in a large house in Newport Beach, California. After taking care of their kids all week, the mother and father decided they needed a break, so they booked a table for dinner at a nice restaurant. That evening, they called a teenage girl they knew and arranged for her to come over and babysit their children while they were out. When the babysitter arrived, the parents told her to fix supper for the kids and put them to bed. After that, you can just watch TV and help yourself to anything in the fridge, said the father. Am I autistic, Liz? What? And if you wouldn't mind, said the mother, could you watch TV in our bedroom? The kids have been having nightmares recently, so if you hear them crying, you could just go in and calm them down. The babysitter happily agreed, and the parents left for their dinner date. The girl gave the children some milk and cookies, then ushered them upstairs to bed. She started to read them a bedtime story, and before long, the little boy and girl were fast asleep. After tucking them in, she switched off the lights and went to watch TV. When the babysitter walked into the parents' bedroom and sat down, she noticed that there was a weird, creepy-looking clown statue standing in the corner of the room. She tried to ignore it, but it looked so eerie and disturbing it sent a chill down her spine. She felt as though its eyes were staring straight at her while watching TV. As the time passed, the babysitter started to feel more and more uneasy about the clown statue. Whenever she glanced at it, she got the unsettling feeling that it had moved, ever so slightly. Finally, the clown statue began to freak her out so much that she couldn't handle it any longer. She decided to go downstairs and phone the parents. When she dialed the number they had left for her, the mother answered. "Hi, it's me," said the babysitter. "Everything's fine. The kids are fast asleep in bed. But I was wondering, would it be okay if I watched TV downstairs?" "Of course," replied the father. Said the mother answered, but okay. "I know it sounds silly," laughed the girl, "but the clown statue is creeping me out." "The clown statue?" asked the father. "Yeah, the clown statue in your bedroom," the girl replied. The phone went silent for a moment. "Listen to me very carefully," said the father. "Take the children and get out of the house. We will call the police. Go, now." "What a wrong?" asked the girl. The father gulped and replied, "We don't have a clown statue." For a second, the babysitter just stood there, stunned. Then she dropped the phone and raced upstairs and grabbed the children. Carrying one under each arm, she raced downstairs and fled out into the street. Huddled on the sidewalk, covering the 2 children, the babysitter looked up at the window and saw something that made her scream out in horror. Peeking through a gap in the curtains was the white, faded, painted face of the statue clown. It stared back at her for a moment, then sank back into the darkness. Within minutes, the police arrived and cautiously entered the house. In the upstairs bedroom, they found a man in the clown suit. When they arrested him, they found a knife concealed in his costume. Okay, I didn't read this all the way. Oh no, okay. The clown turned out to be a mentally disturbed person who was a convicted murderer and cold-blooded killer. The evil man had been stalking the family for months, lurking in their attic during the daytime and coming out to sneak around the house at night. For weeks, the children had been complaining about a clown statue that stood in their room and watched them sleep. but the parents just dismissed them as nightmares. Okay, so I did not remember it ending that way. I thought, like, the babysitter died. So that was the clown statue story. You know, it's been, like, so many different versions of it told online. Like, I don't remember the clown being caught in the one I read. I don't think the babysitter died in the one I originally read, but I think there have been other renditions where she has. I'm not sure if anyone knows what this is, but, you know, when I was younger, I had, I'm not sure what I played Minecraft on, but it was, like, a tablet. So I had to download a separate app to get, like, the skins and stuff for Minecraft, and mine was called Skin Seed, and people would make, like, the skin of, like, the clown and stuff, and they would put, like, the entire story in the description of it. It was kind of fun, because, like, they had all these, like, scary stories under the description of their skins and stuff. I never knew why they did that, but I thought that was pretty cool fact. While drawing this, it really just reminded me of when I was younger and just really looking through these stories and being kind of an artist of sorts and being really into the horror and, like, scary genre, that doesn't make any sense. I've always been interested in stuff like this. I remember finding this book at my grandmother's house and just really diving into the art in this book and really just enjoying it. It terrified me, but I was able to appreciate, even at a young age, the beautiful art in this book, which is kind of funny, because, like, honestly, the stories themselves, like, some of them are kind of scary, like Harold, but, like, some of them aren't even really that scary, but the drawings just really bring these stories to life, I feel like. And Stephen Gammell did a fantastic job on that. So that's why I was kind of upset when I found out there were these newer versions of the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books with new art. And no offense to this new artist, I bet they're talented. Well, they are talented. But it just really takes away, I feel like, from the story. And that's not because their art's bad necessarily. It's just been watered down almost with this new art, and that was the point of it, was to keep it from scaring children as much. But, like, I feel like with society today, it's kind of sad how it's almost been watered down, like stories, mostly the horror genre, by stuff like this, because we don't want to scare our kids. And I just think, well, why not? You know, while drawing this, I was noticing that my phone was kind of doing that thing where it almost turns off, like the screen gets dark. And I was like, that's weird, because I'm videoing, so why would it be doing that? So about, like, 10 minutes after I noticed this, I realized that I hadn't filmed an entire segment of me, like, shading and stuff. So, sorry about that. Oopsie. I really don't want to... I'm kind of going for a non-scriptive kind of video. Like, I'm going to read the story word for word, but, like, this part where I'm just talking, like, there is no script, which is probably why it's all over the place. But I realized I think I do a whole lot better without a script. I feel more motivated to, like, actually edit it and actually make the video. Because I have a ton of, like, video ideas, but I just hate reading from a script. I like just being able to talk and be able to just move my lips and just meh. So if the video is just very all over the place, that's why. But I'm not good at reading from a script. I get very bored very easily, so that's why. Sorry about that. I hope you are enjoying the video right now. If you want me to make another one like this, maybe I will. I kind of made that promise in my long walk video. I was like, if this gets a ton of likes, I'll make another one. And then I just never did. So, sorry about that. I might make one. Maybe. Just maybe. What's y'all's favorite Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Mine's probably Harold. I really like Harold. That was kind of like the main art I based this piece off of, the clown. And I really like Harold. It really scared me. It was kind of graphic near the end. Like, none of the other stories were quite as graphic as that. Harold decided to be different, so respect to him for that. But I think one of the most scariest ones to me was The Thing, because of the art in it, and I was really young when I saw it, and that's the one that terrified me. Harold also terrified me, but I was a little bit older when I read that, so, you know, not scary. But just let me know. Let me hear what you think. You, the viewer, let me hear you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. If I never post, but you can pretend I do. So bye. Bye.